Hello from Northern California, where it's getting really, really hot for like 2 days. And then it's going to go back down to the 80s again. So, very bipolar weather like usual. We're like dying here. It's just, I didn't want rain anymore, but going straight into the hundreds was kind of like an abrupt jump for some of us. And yeah, working out, it's not fun in this kind of heat. But that means that it's time almost to be getting onto the river and floating down the river for a day and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So I can't really complain too much. Our house is not very efficient when it comes to cooling it off because it was built like in the 60s. And so the upstairs is just sweltering and we had to get an AC for up there. But even now, like it's 96 or something right now, and I hadn't turned on the AC until about 30 minutes ago, and so we're all kind of dying here. Anyway, so this week went a lot better than last week. Obviously, like hormones are balancing out and all that kind of stuff, but let me go over the basics real quick before I kind of get into how I'm feeling about the past week. I am still sitting at about 28.5 for my waist measurement, heading down towards 28. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm really close. And I might not have measured myself on the right day. Probably not enough water this week for a couple of different reasons, and I'll go over that as well. So my macros, protein is still 125 to 130, carbs 160 to 165, fat 40 to 45. My high days, the carbs are like 120 or 225 to 230 or something like that. Stress levels, I think, were kind of low to moderate, not too bad, but a little bit of stress. Sleep was okay. I don't know if I had one day that was not okay, but sleep was okay for the most part. I think I hit most of my macros the way I was supposed to. Still feeling full. I'm hungry right now because I haven't eaten since breakfast, and I shouldn't be doing that, but whoops. I'm still feeling okay. Training went well. I think I got the majority of it in. I always get my cardio in, like I said, because I actually like cardio the most, which is weird. Well, I take it back. I do like a good combination of both, but with cardio, sometimes I'm able to, if it's low impact, I can answer client emails or, stuff like that while I'm doing my low impact cardio. And so for me, it's just convenient, and I like cardio. And I did notice this past week that my weight will drop faster if I do cardio the day before. So if I do cardio, wake up the next morning, my weight's going to drop a little bit. However, you'll see my weight trends as I send over my information. On Thursday, I didn't do cardio, so my weight from Thursday morning to Friday morning didn't change at all. Not one bit. Stayed exactly the same. So that's kind of frustrating for me because I know I'll probably get more cardio going further into prep, but I like things that motivate me, and seeing the scale move because I'm doing more cardio does motivate me. So although I told you I never, ever, ever want to run if I don't have to, sprinting aside, I really like sprinting because it makes me feel good. The cardio is not an issue for me. I do like lifting too, and I'm adding a lot to my lifts. I just added more to shoulders. I added more to my arms. I probably need to add more to my back and my glutes, but we'll see how that goes. The only thing that I missed was probably part of my superset with legs because the machine was down until about Thursday or Friday. Still. So whatever, I got most of it done. I'm not really worried about my quads anyway because I have a feeling my quads aren't going to be, they're not going to be my low point. I think I'm more worried about my hamstrings than anything else. So, but we can't really look at that until some more of the fat starts to come off, and we're not going to be able to see those muscles really. So anyway, good motivation for the most part until I got to the end of the week, and I was just like, gosh, I've got so much to do, blah, 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 whatever. But still good motivation during my workouts. I think it was a good training week. I'm still trying to add on more weight and make sure the machines aren't broken so I can actually use them. This week I'm feeling pretty good. I get kind of fluffy towards the end of the day after all of my carbs are in for the day, but that's typical. I mean, the very first thing in the morning, you're going to feel like, ooh, look at that, it looks so good. And then later on in the day, you're like, okay, well, I'm kind of a fluffy bunny right now, but that's okay. And for the most part, I don't tend to feel bloated. Every now and then I'll get bloated. If I'm shooting a wedding, that was one thing I was going to cover. It's a hot mess if I'm shooting a wedding, and so it ruins like all the work I did for the week, it feels like, but I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. Completed all the training, feel good mentally, energy and strength is up. Like I said, I have a really good combination going on with my nutrition and my pre-workout, so I'm still pretty happy with that, still moving forward with that. Like I said, weddings are a little bit more activity. So on Saturday, I shot a wedding. It was only a 7-hour wedding this time, which is a lot better than it usually is, but like I said, I'm on my feet all day long. Another side effect with shooting weddings, for me personally, is that things don't always flow properly with my body. So I will get constipated on wedding days for some reason. And then in addition to that, we can't go to the bathroom as often as we'd like because we're always moving. We can't drink as much water as we would like because we don't have time to go to the bathroom as much as we like, and there's not always water on hand as easily. I try to carry it with me, but if I can't go to the bathroom, I gotta be careful. So, and also being on your feet in the heat, of course, you're retaining water and you're like swelling up, and my feet are swelling, and the next morning I couldn't even get my rings off of my finger because I'm all swollen. So I did see, a very small jump in my weight from Saturday to Sunday. I think it went from 145 I can't remember. Whatever. It was a slight jump. And like I said, because of all of those factors, I'm not stressing out about it. Biggest thing I'm stressing out about right now is the fact that we only have about 20 weeks to go. And really on weeks that I'm dropping weight, I'm only dropping like a half a pound or so. And that's not fast enough. Now, I know we're going to get more aggressive in the next however many weeks, but since I've never worked with you before, I'm not quite sure how that works. So, I am including some pictures, not only my updated pictures for my check-ins, but also a picture that I took with the other photographer that I just took a selfie with on Saturday at the wedding we were shooting, and I just noticed like how much my face was changing. Like when I smile, like you can see like the dimples are going crazy, and like the jawline is really smoothing out a lot. I see, I can see my all of my different muscles like starting to pop out a little bit more. And of course, I always see everything more in this area and my abs because that's where my strong suit is. Whereas my legs are going to hold on to that weight, and you'll see in my updated pictures, that weight is going to hold on until the very, very end. Like all that inside of my thighs, and I'm just like, meh. It's my least favorite part is the fact that my thighs hold on to so much fat. But like I said, not stressing out about that, more stressing out about the fact that we technically only have about like 22 weeks or so. And I have to drop like 20-ish, 25-ish pounds, something like that. So I know you're in charge of that. I'm going to let you take care of that part. As far as everything else goes, I'm not sure there's anything else I had to talk about. I'm still loving my cardio, high-intensity interval training. I'm trying to change it up every once in a while. Sometimes I'll do like jump squats and all that kind of stuff, but then this week I did sprinting again, and I've been going kind of back and forth. It's never always the same thing. The sprinting leads to a little less soreness than the jump squats and the jumping lunges and high knees and stuff like that, just because my body is not used to all of that kind of stuff anymore. But I'm still really enjoying, pushing myself and seeing where I can get to. Anyway, so I'll send over all those pictures. I might send over a comparison as well. I haven't gotten a chance to look at that yet. And then my nutrition, and we can go from there. All right, thanks for listening. I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.